Hey everyone, it's Alex with Premier Credit, and I'm here with my awesome friend Stuart Bates. How you doing, Stuart?
Thanks so much, Alex, for the nice, fine introduction. I'm doing great.
Dude, I love working with you. Not only do you bring such a fantastic energy everywhere you go, but you really seem to just be addicted to the client experience. Really trying to provide such an awesome experience for your clients. And I think that that's one thing that kind of led us to the topic of our video today, which is VA loans and veterans and its benefits and what to expect. So I'm excited to kind of dig in here. My first question for you, Stuart, is what are some of the benefits for helping veterans with qualifying for a home loan?
Well, I think the number one thing a VA loan is it's an appreciation that we in the mortgage business can say thank you for their service. A VA loan is designed to help veterans get into houses for minimal to nothing down and no monthly MI.
That's huge. That's huge. And you do quite a bit of VA business, right? You work with a lot of veterans.
I love working with veterans. My son's a veteran, so I'm passionate about veterans and making sure the fact they get a good deal, and that and we, guide them through the whole process.
That's killer. So you drive down I-15, you see billboards for VA loans, you get online, there's, all these ads. If I'm a veteran and I'm looking for a VA loan, what should I ask my lender? What is it that I need to be aware of going into that process?
Well, there's many lenders, Alex, out there that do VA loans. You find them online, you find them, locally, and the key is in my opinion, is we want to see the veteran. If you're face to face with a veteran, you're explaining that whole loan process from the beginning. You're walking them through the whole process. If people aren't meeting people face to face, then I think they lose touch with the realities and lose touch with lose touch with the client. The bottom line
Yeah,
is, I really think it's important for them to actually sit down face to face with the client. So online VA loans, they have their benefits like we have our benefits. But bottom line is, I think it's really important for the veteran to know that we're here to walk them through the process hand in hand.
that's awesome. And I think that oftentimes, the VA loan gets kind of hyped up or there's a lot of information out there about it. But then there are kind of small things that people forget about or, can go under the table or not be seen going into the process. And so being able to sit down with somebody, walk them through the process, like you said, hand in hand, that's a big deal. And one thing that obviously in my line of work, I work with a lot of people who have credit challenges, and it's probably one of the most frustrating experiences that I have on a regular basis is when we get somebody who's served, who's been taken advantage of, where they have collections on their credit report that shouldn't be on there, where they've been taken advantage of as a veteran, where they're dealing with credit challenges and trying to get into a home and all of these different things. It's frustrating to see that, and I feel like there might be some tips that we could give for people who are looking at getting a VA loan, but maybe are dealing with credit challenges. And so, do you have just some common tips? If you're getting ready to qualify for a home, specifically maybe a VA loan, what tips do you have for veterans on maintaining healthy credit?
Well, the number one thing I think, in my opinion, is people are a little scared to see their credit report, and if they've had credit challenges, they're a little nervous to talk to a lender. We see every kind of loan out there. We've seen every kind of credit situation out there. The first step is to go in and see your lender and have them look at your credit. Then they can guide you. The number two thing is always keep your credit cards under about 25% of the high credit balance. And if you have a collection account, don't pay it off. Wait, make sure the fact that you talk to the lender first to help organize what they can do and what you can't do. Because sometimes paying those collection accounts hurt the credit. And on a VA, if you have a medical collection, most times we don't require them to be paid off anyway. And the
Yeah.
key is, if you have medical bills, make the minimum payment if you can before it goes to collection. So there's a lot of things we can do to make sure the fact the veteran knows. But the first step is get into your lender, whether it's me or somebody else, a reputable lender that can actually help guide you and make sure the fact that they put you on a path. Because the bottom line, if you're buying today or you're buying in 3 months, the first key is to get into the lender and let them pull your credit.
Yeah, that's something that we absolutely advocate for because I get those Hail Mary phone calls all the time, which is,
Absolutely.
hey, I'm under contract. I've got 3 weeks and my credit score is 60 points off, right? And those are tough situations. So I think you nailed it on the head. Get to a lender first. Have a conversation about your credit. Don't let anything, there's no reason to be ashamed about credit, I think. We're living in a day and age where, you know, if you have credit challenges, there are so many things that could have led to that, right? Divorce, job loss, medical emergency, all of these things have a negative impact on your credit score. And so there's no reason to bury your head in the sand, especially when you have a VA loan option, right? Because there are
Absolutely.
so many opportunities there. And it can be scary, but sometimes, that weight can be lifted off your shoulders by just coming and having a conversation with your lender to just see what's out there, see what you can do.
Absolutely. We're always scared of the unknown. So know, and then correct what we need to correct to make it work for you. The bottom line is the VA is the Veterans Administration is designed to help veterans. We can do loans clear into the low 600 FICO score range. So the key is don't be concerned about what your credit score is and what your credit is. Get into your lender, let them help guide you, because it could be 30 days or it could be 3 months. The bottom line is the first key is find out the unknown, right?
Yeah, dude, I need to get that tattooed on some of our clients. Don't fear the unknown. Like, just take the first step, pull a credit report, find out what's actually on there. So Stuart, dude, I love working with you. Like I said, you do such a good job for your clients. This is my time to be able to kind of plug you. Why should a client or somebody who's looking to get into a VA loan, why should they work with you?
Well, I've been in the mortgage business for 32 years. I've seen every kind of situation, and there's a lot of good lenders out there. We're one of them, and I think the bottom line is it would never hurt to have a second opinion, and it would always good to meet face to face with your lender. I am extremely passionate with my clients. I want my clients to understand the whole process from start to finish. So I guess in selling my point, I want to help the veteran and I want to help the client to understand what they're getting into, not oversell the product, give them the best rates, give them the best fees, and make sure they're educated on what they're getting into. So I guess that's it. 32 years of experience. I'm not going anywhere.
I love it, Stuart. Dude, thank you so much for doing this video. I've been wanting to talk about VA loans for a while, and I'm glad that you were able to answer some of those questions. I will say Stuart is one of the best. I've loved working with him. We worked together for a long time. Stuart, is there anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Alex, I really appreciate the opportunity. You're a great person to work with. We've sent some people with credit challenges to you. You've been so stellar about maintaining that relationship with us. So any other lenders out there that that hear this video or watch this, you're a great partner to us in the mortgage business to help our clients. So hats off to you, and thank you again for the opportunity to talk.
Hey, thank you so much, Stuart. We're going to sign off. As always, Stuart Bates, his contact information will be in the video, as well as our contact information. If you have credit challenges, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And veterans, if you're looking to get into a VA loan, don't be afraid of the unknown. Reach out to Stuart or to your lender and have a conversation. Stuart, you're the best. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Alex. Cheers.
Cheers.